Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this series of videos, I'm going to address the burning question of what is functional medicine and why is it important? And over the course of these few videos, you are not only going to develop an understanding of what functional medicine is, but you will also develop the tools to assess whether this style of thinking might be appropriate for your own healthcare decisions, and then some actual practical applications that you can begin to put into place to turn around all aspects of your health. Now, the best place to start is probably with a story. And I remember I was sitting in my office one time and a woman came in. She'd really been struggling with a variety of skin conditions. And these were kind of rashes, uncomfortable skin, and blotches that didn't seem to get better in spite of having seen every dermatological specialist on the entire East Coast. Now, what we did is, as part of our workup, is we did what's known as a food sensitivity test. Now, and I know there are plenty of people out there who say that there is no good science to support the use of food sensitivity testing, which is different from allergy testing. But wait and hear me out. What we discovered is that in her testing, she had really high sensitivities to eggs and to dairy. These were things that she was consuming on a regular basis. And she pulled both of these foods out of her diet for a month, and she came back and saw me. And when she returned, she was radiant. Why was this? It had not only caused improvement in her skin condition, but it also had caused her migraine headaches to go away. Migraine headaches, I asked. You didn't mention anything about migraine headaches in my intake consultation. And she said, you know what? I'd given up on that. I've had these things and they've been incapacitating for about 10 years. I've seen every headache specialist you can imagine. I've tried every medication and no one got me better. But when she pulled these foods out of her diet, her migraine headaches went away. She was thrilled. And once again, I was reminded of how beneficial thinking differently is, and taking these different styles of thinking and applying them to an individual's healthcare is. My name is Scott Resnick. I'm a formally trained medical doctor in allopathic medicine. I did half a surgical residency, I did a residency in obstetrics and gynecology, and about 12 years ago, I did a fellowship in metabolic and anti-aging medicine. And since then, I have been practicing functional medicine exclusively. So functional medicine is a different style of thinking. Now, we are trained as doctors to think allopathically, and I'd been an allopathic doctor for 12 years before I decided to look this word up in the dictionary. And what I discovered is that allopathy is the use of a drug or a cream or a lotion or a medication to reverse a symptom. But at no point are we taught to ask the question of where did that symptom come from? Why does this symptom exist? And in functional medicine, what we do is we dissect down the different precipitating causes of a symptom, because when you get to the root cause of a symptom, you can then begin to turn around the environmental, the nutritional, and the hormonal factors that are contributing to that symptom. So it's a different style of thinking. And over the last 10 to 12 years, I have incorporated this style of thinking into my patient care, and I'm sharing all this stuff with you in these YouTube videos today. So why is this important? I mean, look at just some of the data. I mean, in the United States, it turns out that we are spending more than 2 times the healthcare dollars on the care of our population without an improvement of the outcomes. Statistically, the United States is ranked 49th in terms of life expectancy globally, and our rates of obesity are more than double the rest of the developed world. What we can see is that the current medical system isn't working. Part of the problem is that we wait for a medical condition to become problematic. We're only treating disease as opposed to making measurements and assessments of what constitutes health. And this is one of the foundational differences of functional medicine that I'm going to share with you in subsequent videos. As always, I'm making these YouTube videos to empower you guys to become best stewards of your own healthcare, to make good healthcare decisions, and to turn around all aspects of your health and healing without using drugs. And don't get me wrong, there's a place for drugs and medications and directed surgery. I mean, if I fracture my leg, I'm more than happy to have a steady-handed surgeon, a titanium steel rod, and good antibiotics to get me back on my feet again. But for the conditions that are affecting the chronic diseases that are really killing 90% of the population in developed countries around the world, we need to start thinking differently. So now that you know why functional medicine is vital, let's begin to explore how functional medicine actually works. I'll see you guys in the next video.